Hey guys, I'm Shaun with FitStudent.co.uk and today we're going to be talking about high intensity interval training. Okay, so first off, I'm going to be keeping this video a lot shorter because some of the other videos have been going for like 12-14 minutes and they just seem a little bit long. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet from now on and make it easier for you to watch as well probably. Okay, so kicking off, basically high intensity interval training, just a different way of doing cardio that's a lot more effective, a lot more fun. And basically the thing is, the way you do it, you go hard as you can for say 20, even 10 seconds, all out, 100%, and then you rest or go low intensity, say maybe 20-30% of your maximum effort, and then just repeat that cycle for as many times as your training protocol calls for. And then basically what that does, you raise your heart rate up sky high and then let it come back down, and then sky high again, drops back down. And by doing that, you're training your heart to recover faster from those high intervals. And there's a ton of benefits from doing that. The most advantageous thing I find is that, as I said earlier, it's just a lot more fun, because I know that me and so many other people just find cardio, as in getting on a treadmill or cycling on a bike or just standing there like this on a cross trainer, like at the same speed, same pace for like 30-40 minutes, is so boring, and I just don't want to do it. And to be honest, I don't do that because I hate it. Like, I can't stand doing that because I like to enjoy the gym, I enjoy going, and that just takes away from the enjoyment. So I stick to HIIT, high intensity intervals training, and other things like barbell complexes, which we talked about in one of our previous articles, which I'll put a link to in the description. But yeah, so there's that thing, it's a lot more fun, get your adrenaline pumping, get the juices flowing, basically just pumps you up by doing cardio. And your head goes mental. Sometimes you might feel like you're going to be sick if you put that much effort in. That's just down to you. But apart from it being awesome to do, you've obviously got all your benefits. Like in terms of fat burning, it's so much better than just trundling along on a treadmill, because by raising your heart rate up like that and then lowering it back down and then making it pump so hard, then it generates a kind of afterburn effect when your body has to recuperate extra oxygen to rebuild the processes and restore the functions, refill your fuel stores that you've punched out by doing the high intervals like that, and a ton of other things. And then that's called excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, or EPOC for short, and that's essentially the scientific name for that afterburn. And the thing is, with the afterburn, you don't really get that from standard cardio of just going at a steady state, because with standard cardio, you burn energy, you burn calories and all that business as you do it, but say about 20-30 minutes later, you're just back to your normal heart rate and everything's back to normal. Whereas with high intensity interval training, it keeps going for way longer. So studies have generally found that it's up to 38 hours after that you keep burning calories and things for. So when you're sitting in your lectures later, or doing some homework or essays or anything like that, you're still burning calories from that cardio workout. So essentially anything you do after that kind of becomes a workout, which I think is a pretty good bonus. And on top of the afterburn effect, obviously that's burning extra calories if fat burning is the goal. But say your main focus is on lifting and resistance training, it's also really good for that, because if you're focusing on lifting and gaining size and things, or even strength, you might not like to do cardio because you think it takes away from your gains. But if you're doing intervals, then it actually helps you to make better gains, because if you think about it, when you're lifting, that is essentially just interval training. You go as hard as you can, all out, 100% effort on each set for say 10-20 seconds per set, and then you rest for 60, 90, 120 seconds, whatever it is you're going for, and then you do it again. 20 seconds all out, another rest, all out rest. It's exactly the same as far as your heart is aware as doing the high intensity cardio. So, you know, if you can train your heart to respond better and recover faster between high intervals, then it's going to do the same thing in between sets of lifting. So, you know, you're going to set it up, get it sky high. You know, on some sets you'll feel it pumping in your head, but if you're doing your cardio to complement it, then it'll bring your heart rate back down, so you can go into your next set, you know, stronger, better recovered, and able to hit it harder than you would have done if you hadn't been doing the cardio. So, you know, if you're thinking, oh, you know, maybe I should be doing some kind of cardio, but I don't want it to take away from my gains, get doing high intensity intervals, and it'll actually help your gains. And, you know, if you burn a little bit of fat, you know, or even help to, you know, keep off fat as you're trying to gain muscle, then even better. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. So, you know, they're the main sort of physiological benefits from doing high intensity intervals. And then one final thing to mention is time. As opposed to doing 40 minutes of just going, God, I hope this finishes soon, what time is it? Oh God, it's been 10 minutes. It's over in 10 minutes. Or at least it should be if you put 100% in, at least at the start. You know, say you just do 10 seconds on, 20 seconds off, say 8 times, and on those 10 seconds on, you give it absolutely everything. Go all out, fast as you can. Legs are barely keeping you up if you're sprinting, or whatever else you're doing. You know, you could do rowing, cycling. You could do it on the cross trainer if you wanted to, but, you know, I'd rather get outside and do something because it's still even more exhilarating if you do it that way. So as I said, it'll save you time, because say it's like 20 seconds off, 10 seconds on, that's 30 seconds. Do that 8 times, that's 4 minutes. Is that 4 minutes? I don't know, whatever it is. It won't take long for you to be absolutely shattered, and then you can get out, get back on with your day, you know, cool down, warm up. So all in all, it should be about 15 minutes, and then you should be absolutely shattered, stretch out, shake, carbs in, whatever you're doing it to, you know, in terms of your nutrition side of things, and then back off to uni. So you just fitted in a cardio workout in 15 minutes. That would probably take you like an hour in total usually. So, you know, you're freeing up time to, again, you know, do essays, which you'll now be pumped for, because your brain will just be on fire, and you'll just be like, oh God, I've got to do stuff, and start writing a ton of words and things, and they'll just help everywhere. You know, you'll, as I said, you get better fat burning, better lifting, save time, it's more fun. It'll just make your cardio better. You know, if you enjoy doing steady state stuff and you fit it into your you know, daily routine and stuff, then yeah, go ahead and do it. But if you don't and you hate it, like me and most of the people I know, get into doing intervals. You know, start off easy, build it up, get stronger at it, you know, get your heart stronger, and soon enough, you know, maybe you'll move it up to 20 minutes and you'll just get better workouts from it. So carry on with it, you know, work it into your diary or your daily plan. If you haven't got one yet, make one. It'll just help you organise yourself better, which is something that's super important for uni. We did an article on that as well. I'll put a link to that in the description, in terms of getting yourself organised and things. You know, obviously you need a goal to work towards. Just start doing high intensity intervals. Like, that's the bottom line, and that's the last word. So hopefully this has been shorter than the usual videos. If I've forgotten anything, I'll put it in the description, and that's it. So do us a favour, share this video, like it, comment on it, tell your friends about it, retweet it, tweet us, do all that kind of social media business, and I will see you next week. Okay? See you later.